Let's just say that you grow up in central Illinois and you're a farmer, okay? And you farm a certain way in central Illinois, right? If you were to move to Tennessee or you were to move to Utah, farming is much different in those places. Does that make sense to you? The kinds of crops, the way you do things, the kind of the dirt you have. I mean, even if you just go a little bit north or a little bit south, the dirt changes, right? Go a little bit east, a little bit west, the dirt changes. You have to change how you think. So if you say, well, this is how I've always done it, this is what works. Like my grandfather, he had some crops, okay? Except his fields were like this. They were they were the size of what we called in Kentucky hollers, okay? He didn't use tractors. He used horses, and we walked on the side like this. That was the way his land was. He's never been to a place where you could look 400 miles and see flat. He never saw that before, right? Different places. If he moved to Illinois, he would have to farm differently. If you left central Illinois and moved to where he lived in Kentucky, you'd have to farm differently. You have to change your mind about how to farm if you want to be successful in farming where he lived at. Okay? What Paul's saying is that, listen, you live this way. You thought this way. That made perfect sense to you. But now you are a follower of Christ. You say you've given your life to Jesus. If you want to be successful as a follower of Christ, you got to change how you think. What worked over there doesn't work over here. If you're honest, it wasn't working over there. It just looked like it was working compared to everyone else around you. But this is what it looks like, the new you, the follower of Jesus. You have to learn to think differently. You have to have a change in the attitude of your mind. Not the attitude of your heart. That's not where your attitude is established at. Your emotions dictate what we call attitude sometimes, but how we think determines whether we let our emotions have control or not have control.